So my name's Toma and I'm the VP of Experience Design at 5 Degrees. Effectively, I'm in charge of our design operations and how design fits and works across our business operationally, and also in terms of product vision and developing our products and the strategy that we have with those. If you are in a B2C type product, it's a lot easier to collect metrics. At scale, we collect a lot of data, especially if you're in sort of a conversion type product, where you can really measure customer acquisition and the way that they use it. And you have a lot of hard data points that can give real indications on the success of a product and how efficiently and effectively it's working. With B2B software, it gets a little bit more difficult because it's very task-based, and we don't really know for sure if clicking more is a good thing or clicking less is a good thing. Hey, it only took 3 clicks, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing, right? Or, well, it took 3 minutes to complete this task instead of 4. Okay, you could maybe say that's a good thing, but how do you really know? And the way to actually verify these assumptions is to get out there and really speak to people. So the differences are with B2B and B2C software is you really need a lot more qualitative data, which means you have to speak to a lot more people, which is actually a very good thing. It's a very good thing. It means we really create a product for people. So if you have a bank, or you work in a bank or run a bank, your focus is on administering your business, acquiring new customers, giving them the products that they need for their financial lives, and effectively running your business. You shouldn't have to worry about the technological side of it. So what you need is a product that enables you to do the things that you're actually trying to do all day, every day, which is where your innovation is. It's in the customer relationships, it's in the administration and the operations that are involved in running the bank. So if we give you software, which we do, that enables you to do that better, which is to say more easily create banking products, whether they be loans or savings accounts or what have you, more easily administer those products, more easily administer customer data, we also in turn enable your business to be more dynamic and more efficient. The gain for the users in actually having a product that is designed for them is joy, I think, first and foremost. So they thoroughly enjoy their jobs. They enjoy doing what they do day in and day out because it's not only simple, but it's elegant and it's actually enjoyable. It can make their jobs go from painful and tedious and really largely repetitive to something that can actually be a joyful experience. In terms of the business side of it, efficiency is the first thing that comes to mind. The people who are doing their jobs do it faster and better. And also, you could even go as far as saying retention. Traditionally, core banking software is designed for people who buy it, not people who use it. And that's a very powerful distinction, because if you're creating something for people to buy it, you're creating a product that has a lot of features that you know that executives and people at banks are going to probably want to think that they need and buy. As opposed to designing something for users, it changes the product, it changes your product philosophy drastically. And that's something that 5 Degrees have understood. And we have spoken to people, we've spoken to the users themselves at the inception of the product. That's what we did, to understand what they need, how they actually use it, and we created software for them.